Hi everyone, I hope you guys are doing really well, so welcome back. So in this video we will be learning about the constraint layout in Jetpack Compose. So if you remember, in the view based Android system, so we were using the Jetpack Compose in case if we need to create the complex layouts, right? So if we need to create the complex layout, so then we will be using the constraint layout because it will allowing us creating the complex layouts without using the nested layouts, right? Because if we will be using the nested layouts in the view based system, that was like degrading the performance, right? So but we were using the constraint layout there to improve the performance because there were no hierarchy used in this constraint layout, because we would not need to use any like nested layouts inside the constraint layout, right? Like the linear layout inside again linear layout, relative layout, these kind of things, right? So here in the Jetpack Compose, that is not the issue. Jetpack Compose can handle the hierarchical layouts very easily, but the thing is, like, if we can still use the constraint layout to make the things clean, right? So if suppose we need to create some kind of complex UIs, so we will be like using the constraint layout. We don't need to use then rows and columns, nested rows and columns, right? So in this app we will be using the constraint layout to create the Instagram like social media app feed UI, right? So let's continue with that. So first of all, we just need to add this dependency of constraint layout compose. This is different. This dependency is different from the constraint layout of view based system, right? So we need to add this dependency and then we are good to go, right? So we will be creating this UI, right? So this is the like kind of Instagram feedback. So this is the UI similar to the Instagram feed, right? So we will not be using any kind of rows or columns in this layout, right? So we will be only using the constraint layout, right? So let's use the constraint layout and start building it. So before that I have just added one simple layout here, like in the lazy column. This is just simple lazy column, and this is the like sticky header. This is for the like top bar, and this is the list of items. Like if you see, this much layout is there, and I have running the loop over the 5 items of social media post, and this is currently empty. So we will be building this, right? So first of all we need to add the constraint layout, right? And we need to specify the some modifiers here. Fill max width and padding vertical 16 dB. Okay. And now, so there is very important function which we can use for creating any kind of reference. This is, for example, create ref. So this method creates the constraint layout references. So because for every composable we need to assign one reference. That reference we use for using in the constraints, right? So in this kind of UI, if you see, we need like, let me add all the components which may need. So it will be a avatar, okay, that will be the like user profile image, then name, then username, then more options, and then it will be the feed image, and then the below icons like comment and share, like, comment, share, and then we can have this bookmark, right? These icons, these ones, right? And then we have likes message, then we have caption, post caption, and then comments, like this one, view all 13 comments. And then what is left? So time, I guess, right? Okay, 2 hours ago, that is the time. Okay, so we are done. So using this reference, this function, we can create any number of references, right? And then we can use these kind of these reference variables along with the composables. We can attach them to the composables, right? So first of all, let's continue with this avatar, right? So it will be just a simple image, okay, image composable. Okay, so let's give it first of all painter resource, because I have specified the some drawables. Okay, and then we can specify the content description, that is the important one. Then let's come to the modifier. Okay, we can specify the padding from the start, that is 16 dp, right? Okay, if you see, that is the this padding, right, this one. Okay, and then let's specify its size, suppose just 44 dp, and then let's come to the clip, because we need circulars. Okay, then this composable comes, this modifier comes, right? This is the main modifier, which inside which we can specify all the constraints, and it will accepting one parameter, that is like with which reference we want to attach this composable, right? So it will be the, okay, so now this constraint layout reference is attached to this image composable, right? So this composable where we need to assign, if you see, this is the because this constraint layout is the parent, right? So if you see, its top is on the top of the parent, its start is in the top of start of the parent, and we use suppose top. So this top is for this image composable, right, for this avatar constraint layout reference, right? This top of this will be linked to the parent dot top, right? Then start, parent dot start, right? Then let's come to the name. It will be just a simple text composable, and text will be the first last name, or maybe first name and last name. Okay, and what else we need to apply? Maybe let's some style as well. Theme dot typography dot title small. Okay, then let's specify the modifier dot again constraint, as we will be attaching it with the name, and then we will be specifying its constraints. So if you see, its left, its start will be to the end of this, right, and its top will be the top of the parent, so they will be linked, right? So let's copy it. So its top will be parent top and start will be the, so we need to use the avatar, right? Avatar dot end, right? And also if we want to specify any margin, we can specify that as well. Suppose on the top we want to specify margin for this layout from the top, its top will be attaching to the parent dot top, but we can specify margin here. Okay, and similarly we can specify margin here as well, right, in the end, right? Okay, similarly we can specify username, some username, right? We can keep it as similar, and we can specify color, maybe color dot gray, right? And if you see this one, so its top will be, it will be below this, so its top will be linked to the bottom of this, right? And its start will be linked to the end of this avatar, right? So you see, its start will be linked to the avatar dot end, and this is the margin, right? Because we are specifying the margin in the start, this margin, right? Okay, and its top will be attached to the parent, not parent, but its top will be attached to the this name, right? And it will be constrained as username. All right. Okay. Now let's move on to the next part, that is the more option. Let's use one icon button there. Okay, and one icon here. So that icon will be r.driver.more vertical, right? And it will be null. Okay, it will be enter, right? And here we need to specify modifier dot, let's specify some size, and let's specify some padding as well. From end, we need some padding from the end. If you see, some padding from here, from the end, right? And where we need to align this, now let's constrain it as and attach it with more options. And so if you see, its top will be again linked to the parent dot top, right? And margin we can specify if needed, but otherwise we can omit it, right? And its end will be linked to parent dot end, right? As we want to align it in the parent with respect to the awaiter, so we can do one thing. Instead of aligning its top to the parent dot top, we can align its top to the awaiter dot top, and bottom also. Its bottom can be also attached to the awaiter dot bottom. So what will happen? Its top will be attached to the its top, right here, and its bottom will be attached to the this one, like here, and its size is this much, not the full, so it will be automatically aligned inside the center. It will be aligned in the center with respect to this awaiter's height, right? And now let's move on to the next part. So that is the one mistake I have spotted here. So if you see, its top of this username will be aligned to the name dot bottom. I was picking the bottom, but I wrote the top, right? Like this. And now let's come to the next thing, that is the image, like feed image, right? Either one will be null. So this image, right? So if you see, its top will be aligned to the bottom of this, right here, and left to the left of parent, right to the right of parent. Add one more parameter here, content scale dot crop, right? Modifier dot, let's specify the, first of all let's make it fill max width, then we can specify the size or maybe height. Okay, and then we need to specify the constraint, as we will be attaching it to the image. And what are the constraints? Its top is linked to the awaiter dot bottom, right? We can specify margin as well, ADP, right? Alright, and if you see, left or start or end, we can, if we wish, we can add, but because it's making it fill width, so it's not needed, but we can add link to parent dot start, similarly, and parent dot end, right? Now let's come to the next, which is this like icons, like, share, comment icons, right? This layout. So top of this will be aligned to the bottom of this, right? Let's start with this, and start of this will be aligned to the parent dot start. Okay, so let's pick up this icon. Okay, so here we need to add heart icon. Okay, and then modifier dot size, let's give it 24. Then let's give it constraint as it will be attached to the like reference. Okay, okay, and its top will be linked to the image dot bottom, right? And we can specify margin as well, 8.dp maybe, right? Or if you wish, you can make it 16, then you can make it 16 here as well, right? And its start will be linked to the parent dot start, right? And we can specify some margin, that is 16.dp, right? This is done, and let's copy it and come to the comment. It will be, top will be below this, so top will be linked to the bottom of this, and start will be linked to the end of this, right? It will be attached to the comment, so its top will be image dot bottom, same, and its start will be like dot end, right? And let's change the icon, comment icon. Okay, then let's move on to the send. Not this one, send icon. Okay, this will be attached to the shares reference, and again its top will be attached to the bottom of this, and start will be attached to the end of this comments, right? Start will be end of comment, and top will be image dot bottom, similar, right? And comment dot end, right? And then bookmark, right? So let's attach it with the bookmark, right? And if you see, top will be the same, top will be attached to the bottom of this image, but its end will be attached to the end of parent. And we can specify margin, right? This is done, and now let's move on to the next part. Let's pick up this one, and so next one is, so these likes, right? Likes, right? Color, let's specify it black. Okay, so it will be reference, it will be attached to the likes. One more thing, if you will notice, if we align the same reference to the another one, so it will be altering the UI, right? Because all the constraints things will not be working then. If you see, these items are gone, they are not showing. That thing you will have to take care of very carefully, right? So if you see, top of this will be bottom of this, right? Start will be start of parent, right? Start will be parent dot start, and margin will be there 16.dp in the start, right? And on the top also we can specify the margin, and its top will be, so its top will be attached to the like dot bottom. We can specify margin as well, right? If you can see, and similarly let's add caption, right? Caption of the post, its color can be Let's remove it. Let's pick it up natural color, right? And if you see, its top of this will be bottom of this likes, right? Likes dot bottom, right? And start will be parent dot start. This will be similar, right? If you see, this is the caption, right? And let's change it. Body small. Yeah, it's a little bit better now, right? And then let's come to the comments. This will be attached to the comments, right? And right, we have all 13 comments. You can add that, and we can specify its color as gray, right? And so it will go below this caption. So its top will be on link to the bottom of caption, and start will be parent start, right? Caption dot bottom, right? Yeah, it's done. Now the last one, that is time. 2 hours ago, right? So again, its top will be linked to the bottom of these comments, and start will be to the parent start, right? It will be comments dot bottom and parent dot start, right? So let's try to run it. Yeah, it's looking cool. If you see, that's pretty easy. So if you see, we have not used any kind of rows or columns in this layout, right? Can you believe? So yeah, it's just the constraint layout. That's the power of constraint layout, right? And this approach is clean, right? Nothing nested, just one container, and inside that all the fields are there, right? So that's the power of constraint layout, and I hope you have enjoyed the video. So, and if you have enjoyed the video, please like, share and comment on it. And if you are new to my YouTube channel, please consider subscribing. And I will see you in the upcoming video with another cool content. Till then, bye bye, take care, have a great time, keep coding.